So, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all this huge Muppet lot that I found and bought off a seller off OfferUp. The lot is filled with so many rare Muppet items, really cool Muppet items, and items that you don't normally see. So, like, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it. In this really awesome Muppet lot, the seller ended up selling me this awesome bag full of Muppet, just awesomeness. And so yeah, we're gonna take a dive into it and see what's in here. Here is the Jim Henson's Muppet Workshop McDonald's Happy Meal Whatnot toy. So the 1994 McDonald's Jim Henson's Muppet Workshop Happy Meal set included 4, some sources indicate 5, but 4 hard plastic figure kits. These toys allow children to mix and match parts such as heads and accessories across the different characters. So they were honestly little plastic, almost puppet figures that you could create and mix match. This little Santa hat, and I believe that this went along with the baby Kermit, Christmas Kermit, that was also a meal toy sold at McDonald's at the time. You could get baby Kermit as a plush, Piggy, and or Fozzie. And I actually have all 3 in my collection, so this will be another hat for a Kermit, just in case his hat falls off. I can always give him another Santa hat. So part of this Muppet bag of awesomeness, we also have this Sam the Eagle Palisades figure. So this figure, out of the whole lot, this figure was the main reason why I wanted this bag of Muppet awesomeness, was because this is actually a mini Muppet figure. Palisades Toys released these mini Muppet figurine sets back in the summer of 2003. Palisades Toys began releasing Muppet PVC figures in packages of 3. If you want to know more about the Palisades Muppet figures, their history and stuff like that, I highly recommend that after this video, you go check out a similar video, actually 2 similar videos that I did discussing these figures, their history, and so much more. Like I said, these figures were released in sets of 3s and were the smaller figures compared to the, so these are the bigger figures and the mini figures. So if you guys can kind of see that they probably look both like they're mini. I mean, compared to Rizzo, he's pretty small, but yeah, as you see there. It says Mini Muppets. These are the regular size figures. Mini Muppets. This Sam the Eagle was a part of the Wave 1 Series 2. He also came along with Thog and Manamana. But I thought this was super cool. They did an amazing job. Sam even comes with his own little stand right here. It even says Palisades Toys on the bottom, so you know where it's from. Trademarked Henson. Super detailed, looks just like he does in the Muppet Show or any Muppet really production movie or segment. And he's kind of looking like he's getting ready to tell you something about America. And he clearly has a book behind him here. Hidden behind his back, this is Ethics 101. So it looks like he's getting ready to teach somebody about ethics and etiquette and how to be, not unpatriotic. Super cool. And like I said again, very, very detailed. So up next, we have this really cool Swedish chef figure. Actually, while looking him up, I couldn't find much on him or about him. Besides the ones that were sold on eBay, they said that he was just a rare Disney Store figure. So my guess would be that he might have been along with a set of other Muppet figures, those kind of plastic containers that are like, known as like these playset figures, or really honestly cake topper type figures. If you look at the bottom of his foot here, it just says MHC. If anyone in the comments has any more information on this Swedish chef, I will be more than happy to know where he's from. But as of right now, that's my guess. Super detailed here, as you see. He's got what looks like almost a wrench or spoon and a set of tongs right here in his hand, getting ready to cook up something good. Alright, so I thought this was really cool. This is actually a older Muppets scooter figure. This scooter figure is an action figure from the 1970s. He's actually 3.5 inches tall, as it's come to be known via a Google search. You can pose his arms and say, "Hey, Sylvester Stallone, 13 seconds to curtain, Mr. Stallone." You can even pose his legs if you wanted to, so he can kick high. As I went to kick up his leg, I noticed that he was made in Hong Kong. So that's pretty cool. Kind of the surprise of the whole bag that I did not expect that the seller was so kind to throw in, which I am super grateful and thankful to him for doing, was this lot of Muppet chess piece figures. I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. I have seen these figures throughout the years. I've seen the chessboard and the whole game and everything throughout the years, and I thought, well, one day that would be super cool, Lord willing, if I ever get the chance to own even just the game itself, or, some of the pieces. Look how many Rizzos there are. I can honestly start my own army of Rizzos. of chess pieces. That is super cool. But amongst all the Rizzos, here's a closer look at the Rizzo figure. As you can see, he's holding a pizza box, getting ready to make a run for it. Similar Rizzo, but he's a different color on the opposing team. Here we have Gonzo performing almost like a little crazy stunt, naturally like Gonzo would do. Here we have Animal riding backwards, being wild on top of this horse. And yeah, he's really detailed. You can definitely tell it's Animal, and he's looking all kinds of crazy. Here we have our two hecklers, Stadler and Waldorf. These are very detailed figures. As we see, they're getting ready to throw some tomatoes and probably heckle anyone, honestly, but mainly Fozzie. So yeah, they both got tomatoes in their hands. Waldorf got a set of binoculars while Stadler just holding a tomato. They're in like a smaller version of their balcony from the Muppet Show. And we have S for Stadler and W for Waldorf. So these really cool Swedish chef figures that came in the set. They may look like two of the same pieces, but they're actually, the platform he's standing on are different colors. It almost look like a plunger that he's standing on, but it's not. But here he is with his roll, his pan, and a chicken on his shoulder. While doing research on the Muppet chess pieces and the whole Muppet chess game, I actually was kind of confused because some different things came up. If you go to Muppet Wiki, what came up about the Muppet chess piece set is that it was produced by A. La Carte. I don't even think I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what comes up when they're explaining about the chess piece game, and that it was created in 1999 and later re-released by Junior Toys. The pieces of the 1999 game are detailed PVC Muppets on red and yellow stands. Now, there were two different set board games, or two different board games that you could buy. One was released for the Kermit collection, and that special board game had a black edge, while a deluxe board had gold decorations featuring Kermit and Fozzie around the edges. Now, from what I also had found out, is that back in 2003, the Muppet Show Deluxe Collector's Chess Piece set was re-released back in 2003, and it was produced by Sababa Toys. It features 32 plastic pieces, including King Kermit and Queen Piggy, packaged in a collectible metal tin. The Kermit Collection chess set was released back in 1999, and then in 2003, the chess set was re-released by Sababa Toys. So I'm going to guess that these were extra pieces that he either had or found, or that he just wanted to give away and sell. Either way, how cool is that not only to have just a piece of the game, but multiple pieces from said game? And honestly, I'm not a chess player at all, but how cool is that the Muppets are among the many popular franchises that have their own chess game for anybody that loves chess. A really cool item that the seller included that I did not know was a part of the whole Muppet lot was this really cool Jim Henson's Muppet Babies, the Daily Muppet DVD, which is super cool. As you can see right here, we have the 80s style of Baby Kermit from the original cartoon Muppet Babies 80s show. I don't know, I've just never been a huge Muppet Babies fan. Back here we have Jim Henson's Muppet Babies. There's Kermit and Piggy with the Jim Henson logo down there, not for individual sale. As you see right here, it says contains one episode from the Emmy award-winning series. It says the DVD also includes these trailers of The Swan Princess, Bear in the Big Blue House, and Kermit's Swamp Years. So back in 2003, Toy Play released various sizes of Muppet Baby plushes. For the 10-inch plush figures, each individual plush came with its own single, uncut, and complete episode from the 1984 series on DVD, as well as a few other previews, including one for Kermit's Swamp Years. And to my guess, that would be, of course, the DVD that was featured along with the Kermit the Frog plush. You can actually flip open the little DVD cover here, and it tells you a bunch of fun little mumbo jumbo about the Muppet Babies, their whole animated series, how it got created, and what it's about. So that's actually really, really cool. A really cool item that I picked up from the seller that was not included along with that lot of Muppet stuff. He kind of just threw everything in together. This is actually a early 2000s The Muppets Sababa Toys Muppet Mayhem figure plush set. At the time, Sababa Toys released various Muppet plushes between 2002 and 2005. These 10-inch plush toys were sold in pairs on cards in 2003. Most were dressed in a retro-themed outfit, although Kermit's not, so he's pretty much just naked. What I thought was really cool is not only are these figures still together, but they also have their backing card, which is this little display box that they came in. The portion of their card here, we see that there is Animal, Kermit, and Piggy, and then letting you know that this is Animal and Fozzie, cutting-edge classic characters. On the back here, same thing, them letting you know all the Muppet plushes you could collect at the time. And again, like I said, there's Kermit, supposed to be known as retro as well, or, you know, in a retro wardrobe, but he's not. He's just naked. And then there's Piggy all decked out, kind of looking like Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears at the time. Here is Fozzie and Animal, giving you a brief description about them. And we have Stadler and Waldorf at the time, which you could also collect. Now, what's interesting as far as Fozzie and Animal go, there's not much online about why Fozzie's dressed like a street bear and why Animal is dressed like he's going to go chill out with some monks or go, you know, meditate. Because these two guys were released in the early 2000s, I definitely think that they were trying to go for some type of hip, more street type of skater vibe with Fozzie. He's actually supposed to be wearing a cap, and he doesn't have a cap on, so I just kind of put the hood over his head to make him look more street. But there he is in a hoodie and some blue jeans. He's got a chain down here, so, you know, he's like, yo, what's good, it's Fozzie. You know, I don't expect him to say that. They were definitely going for something, and I don't know what that was. Here, who a lot of people online have donned him almost to be like, he looks like he's dressed like Jesus. He's not dressed like Jesus, or he's not supposed to be Jesus, but yeah, he's more of like, you know, in his like meditation, inner peace, you know, in control type of get up here. Again, I don't know what they were going for here, but again, it's super cool. These plushes are super detailed, very well made, and a very cool piece to have in my Muppet collection.
Leave me a comment below letting me know what is your favorite Muppet character and what are some items that you have in your own Muppet collection. I would like to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppet related video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a lot. And if you did, please do me a favor and go check out the next video right here on the screen. Kermit and I think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care and, well, have an awesome day.